My name's Jerry Biancat and I live here in North Bay, Ontario. I work in the transport department. In my case, I do more than one thing in transport. I'll do picture cars, shuttling, and sometimes I'll do some unit moves. How did I get involved in the industry? I was freshly retired after 30 years, but I knew I wouldn't be sitting at a coffee shop every day. I looked in the Kijiji ads to see if there's any part-time work available driving, because that's what I like to do. And as it turned out, they were looking for somebody on the first film that I worked on, and the rest is history. I got on and the phone's been ringing ever since. The skills that you would need to acquire this job in the transport department anyway are basically people skills, and of course being a safe, courteous driver, but more so how to treat people, read what they're like, because they're all different. Some people want to talk as they're being traveled, others don't. So you have to learn quickly which are which. The barriers and challenges to get involved in the film industry, in my case, were the lingo, because it's a whole new world. And when you hear them yell roll or cut or turn around, you have no idea what it means at first. But you learn that pretty quickly once you've spent a little time around set. A typical day in the life is usually waking up at 5 in the morning, getting your first call, heading over to the hotel, waiting outside for everybody to come out, put them in the van and take them over to base camp, and wait for your next call to go and do it all over again. And then eventually we will be bringing them from base camp over to set, and so on and so on. That's what the day is like. One can expect, if they get into the transport department, especially shuttling, very long days in most cases. Challenges, the weather, the different driving conditions, the short turnover between shifts is something to get used to. There's a lot that you probably haven't experienced in other jobs, and as time goes by, you learn to cope and do the best you can with the conditions that are in front of you. What I love most about this job, again, in my case, because I was retired and I had the opportunity to bring a lot of guys that I knew on board. I was asked several times if I knew anybody that could help out if we were running short. And it's turned out I probably brought 20 or 25 people into this field since I started doing this about 7 or 8 years ago.